Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The toss sweep to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Rodgers. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drop
exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Split backs here. Motion from the back. Throws it back. Close to the marker, it's Hansen. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. Fouls through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways.
There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a second. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone helping your offense out.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide with the ball.
Into the secondary on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hansen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll send the back in motion. Throws it back. Grab near the marker. It's Hansen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he muffs it. It's loose. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They're facing a 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Breaks the tackle. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. The short hands. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick 6s? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick 6, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets away from one, he's got space. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime updates. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Hunt. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. He'll set up to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch. That play gives this offense so much confidence.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback making checks. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give him the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with
turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10?
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and
he wants to take the top off. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down the 18-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, USC. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Throws it back. Under fire. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on. There he goes. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fowler. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
That's caught. It's Lane. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lyons. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. Fourth quarter, need a play, fourth down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fowler. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Mayava. Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Firing to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the young?
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, What a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Tosses it incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Gets the back moving. Got it, looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Lane. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He might want another play. To throw, it's Mayava. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.